Hello and welcome to this lesson where we will focus on learning and practicing phrasal verbs in English. Phrasal verbs are incredibly important in everyday English conversations. You will hear them in movies, songs, books, and during normal conversations. These types of verbs help English sound more natural, and using them correctly can make your speech much smoother. A phrasal verb is a combination of a verb and one or more particles, either a preposition or an adverb. These particles change the meaning of the verb in a way that might not always be obvious. For example, turn off means to stop something, while turn on means to start something. So understanding and practicing these phrasal verbs is essential. In this video, I will introduce you to many phrasal verbs, give clear examples, and speak slowly so you can follow along easily. Feel free to repeat the sentences after me to improve your pronunciation and get used to the rhythm of the language. Let's begin with simple phrasal verbs. We will start with some simple phrasal verbs that you can use every day. These are easy to understand and very useful. The first one is, wake up. You use it when you stop sleeping in the morning. It's the first thing you do when your day begins. Example, I wake up at 6 a.m. every day. Repeat after me. I wake up at 6 a.m. every day. Next, we have, get up. This is when you physically leave your bed after you wake up. Example, I get up right after I wake up. Repeat after me. I get up right after I wake up. Now, let's look at turn on and turn off. These are used when you want to start or stop something like a light, TV, or computer. Example, I turn on the TV to watch the news. Repeat. I turn on the TV to watch the news. Example, I turn off the lights before I go to bed. Repeat. I turn off the lights before I go to bed. Pick up is another useful phrasal verb. It means to lift something from a surface or from the ground. Example, I pick up my keys from the table. Repeat after me. I pick up my keys from the table. When you want to put down something, you are placing it somewhere. Example, I put down my bag on the chair. Repeat. I put down my bag on the chair. Look for means to search for something that you need. Example, I look for my phone every morning. Repeat after me. I look for my phone every morning. Give up means to stop trying to do something because it's too hard. Example, I gave up on the puzzle because it was too difficult. Repeat after me. I gave up on the puzzle because it was too difficult. Pick up on means to notice something, especially something that others might not notice. Example, she picked up on my sadness. Repeat after me. She picked up on my sadness. Let's move to more complex phrasal verbs. Now, let's move on to some more phrasal verbs that might be a little trickier but are still very useful in everyday English. Break up means to end a relationship. It can refer to romantic relationships or friendships. Example, they broke up after 5 years together. Repeat after me. They broke up after 5 years together. Next is set up, which means to arrange something, like an event or a meeting. Example, I will set up the meeting tomorrow morning. Repeat after me. I will set up the meeting tomorrow morning. Take off means for a plane to leave the ground, or it can mean to remove something like clothing. Example, the plane will take off at 8 a.m. Repeat after me. The plane will take off at 8 a.m. Example, I took off my jacket because it's too warm. Repeat after me. I took off my jacket because it's too warm. Run into is when you meet someone unexpectedly. Example, I ran into an old friend at the store. Repeat after me. I ran into an old friend at the store. When someone arrives at a place, we say they show up. Example, she didn't show up to the party last night. Repeat after me. She didn't show up to the party last night. Look after means to take care of someone or something. Example, I look after my little brother when my parents are away. Repeat after me. I look after my little brother when my parents are away. Hang out means to spend time with friends in a casual way. Example, we like to hang out at the cafe after school. Repeat after me. We like to hang out at the cafe after school. Sometimes, we need to call off something, like an event or a meeting, which means to cancel it. Example, the football game was called off because of the rain. Repeat after me. The football game was called off because of the rain. Check in means to arrive at a place and inform the people there that you have arrived. For example, at a hotel, you check in. Example, we checked in at the hotel around 3 p.m. Repeat after me. We checked in at the hotel around 3 p.m. When you're leaving a place, like a hotel, you check out. Example, we checked out of the hotel at 11 a.m. Repeat after me. We checked out of the hotel at 11 a.m. Dash. Further phrasal verbs to improve your vocabulary. Let's continue practicing with even more phrasal verbs that you can use in different situations. Run out of is used when you don't have any more of something. Example, I ran out of milk, so I need to buy more. Repeat after me. I ran out of milk, so I need to buy more. Hang on means to wait for a moment. Example, hang on, I'll be right back. Repeat after me. Hang on, I'll be right back. Break down has two meanings. It can mean that something stops working, like a car or a machine, or it can mean to explain something in simpler terms. Example, my car broke down on the way to work. Repeat after me. My car broke down on the way to work. Example, let me break down the steps for you so it's easier to understand. Repeat after me. Let me break down the steps for you so it's easier to understand. Fill out means to complete a form or document. Example, please fill out the application form before you submit it. Repeat after me. Please fill out the application form before you submit it. Get along means to have a good relationship with someone. Example, I get along with my colleagues very well. Repeat after me. I get along with my colleagues very well. Dash. Some more useful phrasal verbs to practice. Take care of is similar to look after. It means to take responsibility for someone or something. Example, I take care of my dog every day. Repeat after me. I take care of my dog every day. Give in means to stop resisting or to finally agree to something. Example, I didn't want to go, but I finally gave in. Repeat after me. I didn't want to go, but I finally gave in. Keep up with means to stay at the same level as someone or something, or to continue doing something at the same pace. Example, she works so fast, it's hard to keep up with her. Repeat after me. She works so fast, it's hard to keep up with her. Look forward to means to be excited about something in the future. Example, I'm looking forward to the weekend. Repeat after me. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Take over means to take control of something. Example: the company was taken over by a larger organization. Repeat after me. The company was taken over by a larger organization. Bring up means to mention something or start talking about it. Example: she brought up an interesting idea during the meeting. Repeat after me. She brought up an interesting idea during the meeting. Congratulations. You've just practiced and learned a lot of phrasal verbs in English. These verbs are essential to sounding natural in English, and they will help you communicate with more confidence. As you continue to listen, read, and speak in English, try to use these phrasal verbs in your conversations. The more you practice, the more comfortable you will become. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you found it helpful. Keep practicing, and I'm sure you'll become an expert at using phrasal verbs in no time. See you next time.
Thank you for watching.